Okay, so you guys asked for an explanation, so here's that video explaining how the app works and how to set it up and all that good stuff. So the first thing that you want to do is open up the client, and then we're going to open up a second client. You can open up 4, 8, 12, however many clients you want to multi-box with, but just for the demonstration we're going to use 2. So now that 2 clients are open, we're going to open up the little application here, and we're going to rename the windows. Cool, so now the application will send the commands to all the different characters successfully. And then we're gonna check window 1 and window 2 because we're using 1 and 2. And then we're gonna log in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log in and then I'm gonna jump straight to having the characters logged in so you don't have to watch that part. Okay, so now that we're logged on, the first thing that we need to do is specify that we're using the 2 windows by checking these 2 boxes here. And after we do that, the next thing that we want to do is set the slave's focus. So you type in your main character's name here, the one that you're going to be controlling. And if you go over to one of the slave windows, you can see this happening. You click the set focus, and it will set the focus of the main character. And that's going to make all the macros work, basically. So... Oh, and another thing too is I took this from ISBoxer, but if you hold Alt and hit 2, it'll switch to your second box. Alt 1 switches back to your first box. 3 will switch to 3, 4, etc. Just based on how many boxes you have running at the time. Okay, so now that we have the 2 windows specified, and we have button broadcasting on, the first thing that we can do is enable follow. And so if we go to our first window and we hit Alt F, all your slaves will follow whoever they're focused on, which hopefully should be your main character. Okay, looking good, looking good. Now I want to switch to Boom Chicken, so I'm going to enable my F keys, which are my shapeshift forms. And I'm going to shapeshift to Boom Chicken. Now, I don't have anything else enabled right now, so when I hit my 1 key, which is the Solar Wrath, only one of the characters is going to use a spell. So if I enable 1 with a little checkbox here, the next time I do it, I get both of them firing, which is good. Okay, and then same thing for all these other keys. There are a couple unique keys that I'll explain in a second, but just to show you, Solar Flare, and I don't see anything else, but you get the point. So you just enable the broadcast keys by checking these boxes here, and then the unique keys are mostly to do with flying. So if you enable X and space, which are the keys that I designated, when I change over to flight form, if I kind of fly up here, you get your character kind of wigging out sometimes. Let's see if I can get it to do it. Okay. Yeah, see how it stutters? So to fix that, what I did was, if you hold shift while space and X are enabled, if you hold shift and hit space, it'll manually make all your slaves elevate, and then if you hold shift and X, it'll make them go down. And then if they ever break follow for whatever reason, all you have to do is hit Alt F, and it follows, and then you can fly around. So this covers most of it. If there are any questions or anything like that, feel free to comment on this video, or you can send emails to the email that's in the README where the files are. Other than that, I hope you enjoy. Thanks. Okay, so after watching what I recorded, I missed a couple things. So the first thing is looting. So we're gonna go down and we're gonna go loot something. Okay. Going back. So for looting, ISBoxer has a broadcast click. I don't have that in the app yet. I haven't figured out how to do it with auto hotkey, but if I do figure it out, then I'll update the app and I'll you know, update the GitHub. But what I do right now is I'll just go on 1 and then hit Alt-2, and if there's loot, I'll click on it, and then go back to Alt-1, and then hit follow again real quick after I manually loot. I mean, it's not the best, but it works. So again, go up to something, blap, loot it, 2, loot it, go back to 1, Alt-F, follow, and yeah. So the other thing that I wanted to explain was how the hotkeys are set up. So when you hit 1 on the keyboard, it sends numpad 1 to the slaves. So what I did was I set up an action bar on the side over here, and I put the hotkeys, the numpad hotkeys, for all the macros that I created. So when I hit 1, it'll send numpad 1 to the slave, and then 2, numpad 2, etc. And then if I wanted to control one of the slaves individually or like manually or whatever, if I just turn off button broadcasting, I can go over and still use the 1 through, you know, whatever, like the normal keys. So I still have those, and I don't need to have a focus target or anything like that, which is helpful. And then if I re-enable, if I want to join the slaves back to the group, I can broadcast, hit Alt-1 to go back to window 1, and then follow, and then get these people in the right shapeshift form, and then continue on as normal. So again, maybe if I wanted to break one off to do something specific, just disable button broadcast, take this guy, go over here, go blast a chicken. What? 3,000 to a chicken? Really? Holy crap. Really? Oh wait, let's see. 200, what? What? That doesn't make sense. How does a chicken... Okay, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.